Srimad Bhagavatam, 5th Canto, Chapter 14, The Forest of Enjoyment, Text 36. Sometimes having no money, the conditioned soul does not get sufficient accommodations. Sometimes he doesn't even have a place to sit, nor does he have the other necessities. In other words, he falls into scarcity, and at that time, when he is unable to secure the necessities by fair means, he decides to seize the property of others unfairly. When he cannot get the things he wants, he simply receives insults from others and thus becomes very morose. As we can see, what Shukadeva Goswami described 5,000 years ago is still going on today. That people justify their illegal deeds using the doctrine of necessity. But Shukadeva Goswami does not accept this. Srila Prabhupada clearly says that even if we avoid the punishment of prison, we will not be able to avoid the punishment of Krishna. So, whatever doctrine of necessity you may apply to try to avoid people going to prison, Krishna is not going to forgive. One is going to be punished. So, the atmosphere nowadays in Kali Yuga is so bad that people are doing all sorts of bad things, and the governments are allowing them to do more and more of these. Either laws are being changed so that illegal things become legalized. For example, drugs, illicit sex, intoxication, gambling, everything. Breaking all regulative principles is being legalized. And whatever remains illegal, they try to avoid punishing people using this doctrine of necessity. That is what is happening nowadays. But it's no use. No one is going to escape the long arm of the laws of karma. And whoever does these things will get punished. Sometimes devotees or others get bewildered when they see how many of the rich and powerful people have acquired their wealth and power by blatantly breaking laws, cheating others, exploiting others, and so on. And sometimes they may get tempted that why shouldn't I also do the same? A devotee should never ever soften. He should not become weak in this and try to justify all these actions which are breaking the laws of Krishna and the laws of the land. Instead, even if you are the only one who's upholding the law and everyone else around you is breaking it, you have to be firm enough not to fall victim to these weak justifications for breaking the laws. Because just because you cannot see how the others are being punished, you should not think, oh, since they're not being punished, it's fine, let me also do it. Because they will surely get punished in different ways. When we look at people thinking that they're prospering, behind this facade of prosperity, you find there's a lot of suffering going on. And people suffer through material nature, through other people's actions, and through their own minds. All sorts of suffering are taking place, which are the outcome of previous karmas, bad karmas. If someone is committing illegalities now, it is sure he's already got a stock of bad karma, because it is that in nature which is making him commit illegalities in this lifetime. So using the previous stock of bad karma, suffering will be there. We should not think that people will not suffer. But that should also not be the motivation for us that, okay, if I see someone suffering by doing something, then I'll avoid it, otherwise I'll go ahead and do it. No. We have to follow what Krishna says and not our own deviated understanding from our friends and from our family or even other devotee friends. Sometimes even devotees become lax in this, especially with regard to corruption. So instead, we should follow firmly the instructions of Krishna. And if we follow firmly, then we'll be going according to the laws of nature, according to the laws of Krishna. And this is what is going to give us a smooth ride later on, because we will not be incurring more bad karma. We will not be incurring the displeasure of Krishna and the others. And slowly, all our discrepancies will get sorted out, our poverty will get sorted out, our sufferings will get sorted out, and ultimately we will win, we will be happy. And by guiding our family and friends to follow this righteous path, This whole society is going to be transformed by just one person in 1,000 following the right path. He can influence so many others. So be brave and continue on the right path. Or if you're on the wrong path, stop being on the wrong path, come to the right path and be a leader in this regard. Hare Krishna.